Today I want to talk about a small YouTuber who had around 2,000 subscribers. He posted mainly fitness videos and some of his own music, and he slowly descended into madness at the age of 19 and ultimately ended up eating his neighbor's face. And what's absolutely wild to me is that his YouTube channel is still up. So I want to go over his story, give you guys some context, and then I want to go over his YouTube channel and look at any potential red flags that might have been in his videos. Spoiler alert, there was a ton of them. And I want to go over how his content got progressively weirder and weirder as we get closer to the date of the gruesome crime that he committed. After all, his last video that was uploaded was just 4 days before he did what he did. But I do want to warn you guys that some of the topics in this video, they're pretty messed up. So I just want to advise you now, click off. This is your trigger warning if you're not into that kind of stuff. But if you are, let's get started. The YouTuber in question, his name is Austin Harif, and Austin at the time was studying at Florida State University, and he had a bright future. Both of his parents were successful people, and Austin wanted to be a doctor after college, but when he went away for college, he joined a fraternity, which for most people, that's absolutely fine, but for Austin, he started experimenting a lot with drugs and alcohol, and after returning home to his parents' house in Juniper, Florida for summer break, Austin started acting a little bit weird. For example, he moved his mattress from his bedroom to the garage because there were, quote, demons in the house. And instead of sleeping, he would patrol the house at night, and he would knock on everybody's doors every couple of hours while they were trying to sleep. And his family's response to this was to lock their doors at night so Austin didn't come in. And there is going to be a theme here, and it's going to be intentional ignorance on the part of his family, as you'll see to come. Needless to say, Austin's family thought this was very weird, so they concluded that he was on drugs, which he was. They were right. That was a good call. And through dedication and focus and a little bit of help from Austin's family, Austin got clean from the drugs he was on. But the weirdness in his demeanor didn't change at all. Now that we know this information, let's fast forward to the day of the crime. Austin wakes up, he knocks on his friend's door down the street, and he proceeds to ask his friend a weird question. He asks him, "What year was I born in?" And his friend told him the year, which was 1996, and Austin simply walks away. Austin's friend thinks that's weird. Obviously, that's just about as weird as it gets, so he called Austin, and he convinced Austin to hang out with him just to make sure Austin was fine. You know, just keep him in his vicinity. Make sure he's not going through some sort of mental crisis, which he was. So now Austin is hanging out with this friend, and they decide to go to the beach with Austin's sister and some friends. But on the walk there, Austin runs back home to get changed for some reason. And when he returns, he meets everybody at the beach, and he's wearing a Michael Vick football jersey, a Falcons jersey. And for those of you who don't know, Michael Vick, one of the most notorious criminals of the NFL. He had a dogfighting ring in which he's killed hundreds of dogs, an unforgivable crime. For some reason, Austin feels the need to put this jersey on as well as sweatpants and go to the beach. Makes no sense. Everybody thinks that's weird. They start calling him a weirdo, and Austin gets mad. He starts lashing out at the beach, as well as claiming that he's half horse and half immortal. But this is where Austin's behavior starts to get extremely weird, because Austin's sister, as well as the friend from before in which Austin asks what year he was born in, they all leave the beach together, okay? And then they go to a restaurant called Duffy's to meet up with Austin's dad and Austin's dad's girlfriend. And on the walk there, Austin said, "I'm going to test out my immortality." And he starts walking out into traffic, trying to get hit by a car to test out his immortality. His sister grabs him, yanks him out of the street, says, "What are you doing?" and brings him back onto the sidewalk. And I guess Austin started acting normal because they just brushed it off and walked to the restaurant, which I find very unusual. If somebody's trying to walk out into traffic, maybe you should address that instead of addressing your hunger and going to the restaurant. But anyways, they get to the restaurant. Austin leaves the restaurant in the middle of the meal. He goes home and he chugs vegetable oil. And his mom walks in and she sees this. She sees his son chugging vegetable oil, which under no circumstance should ever be chugged. And she drives him back to the restaurant. That was her response. My son is chugging vegetable oil. Let me just drive him back to the restaurant. He's probably thirsty, right? They got water over there. They got lemonade, all the drinks you could ask for. And when he walks back into the restaurant, everybody's like, where you been? And his father lashes out at Austin, maybe thinking that Austin is using drugs again because he keeps leaving the restaurant, coming back in different outfits. And it led to an argument at the restaurant where Austin shoved his father and he walks out yet again. And this time on Austin's walk home, instead of chugging vegetable oil, he walked into a random neighbor's garage and stabbed a husband and wife to death. And when a neighbor came and tried to help the situation, he also stabbed the neighbor plenty of times, but the neighbor somehow escaped. He ran away and called 911. But Austin was still at the scene of the people who he stabbed. And when the cops showed up on the scene, Austin was on top of the man in which he stabbed to death ultimately, and he was ripping the man's face apart and eating his flesh. At this point in time, the guy was still alive. He later died in the hospital, but the wife, I think, died right away. Imagine the sheer terror of being alive while somebody is straddled on top of you, ripping your flesh off your face and consuming it right before your own eyes. All while Austin is still eating this man alive, the police tased Austin. It did absolutely nothing. They kicked him in the face. It did nothing. It knocked him off. He gets right back on. He starts eating the guy again. Has no intention of defending himself. They sick dogs on him. The dog's biting his arm. He's ripping his arm out of the way. He's throwing the dog off of him. Still only concerned with eating the guy's face. And after several times of doing this, they eventually were able to handcuff him. And then after being handcuffed, Austin went unconscious due to toxic chemicals that were in his system, which we will get to that in a minute. But he went into a coma for a couple of weeks before fully recovering. So why did Austin do this? Well, he claims on his walk home, he saw a dark, evil figure. So he ran into the garage for help, and the only person in the garage was the wife. The wife sees a strange man run into the garage, so she screams. And Austin assumes that she's a witch. Okay, so Austin thinks she's a witch. He starts stabbing her, and then he claims to have chugged some sort of poisonous chemicals in these people's garage, which was likely bleach or some sort of lawn chemicals. We don't really know. But then he saw another figure approaching the garage, which I believe was the husband, in which he doesn't remember anything after that. But what he did was he obviously stabbed the husband, and then the neighbor, his name was Jeff, the neighbor came in and tried to help, and he stabbed Jeff too. But anyways, he doesn't remember anything past chugging the chemicals and seeing that second figure enter the garage. And it was concluded in court that since he was eating somebody, and he had no instinct to defend himself against police or the canine, as well as the fact that he was claiming he was half horse at times, half dog at other times, it was concluded that he was insane. So it was a not guilty verdict, and they sent him to a psych ward. There were multiple points of failure during this whole ordeal. For example, when Austin was patrolling the house at night because of demons, meanwhile, keep in mind, I didn't mention this before, but there's a history of schizophrenia in the family. Okay, and they did absolutely nothing about the fact that their son was patrolling the house looking for demons. They just chalked it up to drug use. So that was the first point of failure. The second point of failure, Austin is claiming that he's half horse running into traffic, and the response from the friend and the sister was essentially, shut the fuck up, let's go to Duffy's, we're hungry. The third point of failure was Austin went home and he was chugging vegetable oil in front of his own mother, and his mother's first reaction is, let me bring him back to the restaurant, as if that's some sort of normal activity that should be ignored. The fourth point of failure is that he left the restaurant multiple times, and his sister, as well as his friend, are well aware that he was darting out in the traffic, and they never thought, like, hey, maybe we should grab him, bring him back into the restaurant, and keep him under our watch. But I think the biggest point of failure was that he was posting completely insane stuff to his YouTube channel, and over time, the stuff he was posting was getting even more insane. And this went on for a period of months, and it went entirely unnoticed. And that's what I want to go over right now, because it's very sad, but it's extremely interesting to me. And before we start, I do want to preface that the point of this going through his channel, it's not to make light of this situation. It's not to make fun of him. I'm just genuinely interested in stuff like this. And I figured you guys might be interested as well. So he's got the Lil Uzi Vert profile picture. I believe that's what that is. And then his About Me is pretty crazy. This, that, fuck around music y'all been hearing about. I've got a psycho side and a normal side. I've lost my mind, help me find it. So if the guy did nothing wrong, I guess you could say it's an edgy bio. But now having the hindsight that we do, it's creepy. So here's his first ever video that he uploaded. And it was on March 8th, 2016. And he's just hanging out with the bros talking fitness.
Track your macros, definitely. Tracking your macros is very important because you don't want to be eating 90% of your calories from carbs, man. You won't get muscle that way, bruh.
So if you look at the chapters, dedication, supplements, creatine, fasting, kind of goes over the entire spectrum of fitness in one video. So pretty normal video, I'd say. But then his second video, he starts his music career, in which, as you see, quite a few videos in a row, strictly music. And let's listen.
Don't say that, you're making me tear. Nah, I'm just playing. That's just music to my ears. I just blacked out again. Give me a cheer. Am I an alien? Am I a magician? I disappear.
Okay, so I guess have your own opinion on that if you like it or not. I mean, I'm no rap expert, but that was trash. But it's not until this video right here where it gets extremely weird, because it's not just bad rap, but he starts to make cannibal references in his music.
Handsome rags, or my shit's so ill and runny, diarrhea. Your face is so pretty and yummy, nice to see ya.
If you talk to me in the wrong tone, I'm going to your home with a military drone dropping 10 missiles.
So I don't know if you heard that, but he said, your face is so pretty and yummy, nice to see you, which is a weird thing to say just a couple months before eating somebody's face. And just 7 days later, in this song called Town Ain't Big Enough, he makes another cannibal reference.
There's a new sheriff in town. His name's Allsty Frosty, baby. There's a new sheriff in town. He's gonna eat you and make you frown. There's a new sheriff in town. He's gonna eat you with his hand.
Okay, so he said, there's a new sheriff in town. He's gonna eat you and make you frown. I don't know what he said the second time, but he said he's gonna eat you twice. So once again, odd thing to be saying a couple of months out from eating somebody. It kind of makes you think, like, is this guy, was he insane during the crime? Or was he kind of had an idea that he wanted to eat somebody months before? Because this was, once again, it was months before. And to say that, we're only a couple of videos into this. His parents said that they only noticed him acting weird just a couple of weeks before the incident. And this is months out. So how are they seeing these videos and no alarm bells are ringing? They had to have seen this and just ignored it. And just 7 days after that previous song, he posts this one. And we're probably going to listen to like a minute of this because there's a lot of crazy stuff being said.
Baby, love me, fuck me, suck me. Oh baby, blow me. Oh baby, hold me, man. Oh baby, make me dizzy. Oh baby, drive me away. Oh baby, let's take a vacay. Baby, love me. me. Oh baby, let's do some blow. Oh baby, let's go out on the boat. Oh baby, let's grab a couple more hoes. Oh baby, let's clean that vagina off with the hose. Oh baby, why don't you get me some beers for my bros? Oh baby, should we go to Chipotle or Moe's?
I think it's Chipotle.
Oh baby,
Let's grab
should we
go to Walmart and just slap each
let's
other
get
with
some
them.
cookie dough too. Baby.
Okay, so I guess Austin thought this was a good song, and I guess his parents thought this was completely normal to be posting. So now at this point, we're getting pretty close to the crime, and I think this is where he starts to get really crazy, this video right here. And this is July 1st he posted this, and the crime, it happened around mid-August.
Lord Vader of the South, baby. Lord Vader of the South, baby. I'm the internet celebrity YouTube star who's about to kick some ass on stage in the summertime. You got my vanilla, you got the ice cream. I'm the internet celebrity YouTube star who's about to kick some ass on stage in the summertime. You got my vanilla, you got the ice cream. Jamma, man, jamma. Woo, woo. Lord Vader of the South, baby.
I mean, what even is that? And July 6th, in the song Bikini Bottoms, he has quite a few questionable lines, so we'll listen to them.
Frostbite beats.
I roofie Bill Cosby
Cosby Show.
Get him to show me his P.E.P. dick.
I'm the modern day Ted Bundy, murdering Playboy Bunny.
Hefner.
Just 'cause I think it's funny.
Comedy. Playboy Mansion.
So not only does he say he's the modern day Ted Bundy, but he talks about murdering people for fun. And he even stuck his own parental advisory sticker on this. Once again, the parents, come on. At this point, maybe have a talk with them. And then just one day after that, he posts some pretty normal stuff again. He starts talking about how to lose weight.
And most efficient ways.
Just kidding. It's not normal. The content's normal. But in this one, he's doing a lot of weird ticks.
It's pretty effective.
See that tick right there? And he actually cut it out. There's another time he does it, but he cuts it out. I don't know what that was. That also weird, but let me try and find the other tick.
Oh. Since I know that many people want to find shortcuts. Since I know...
Yeah, so he almost did it right there again, but he cut it out. So now we're at July 9th. And you guessed it, he makes another cannibal reference.
Biting bitches' ears off, looking like Mike Tyson.
Who are you to judge? That's just what I think. Get the fuck out my face. I'm gonna...
The flow, too many syllables in that last line. But at this point, I've lost how many cannibal references he's made so far, how many murder references. And this is just going completely unnoticed. Now we're at July 11th, and he's posting stuff that you just don't post. Let me just show you.
I want you to be mine again, baby. 1738. Remy boy.
I mean, this is the entire video.
Oh, baby, won't you come my way? I got to be one day. Zoe, Remy.
I mean, it's a good impression, don't get me wrong, but just don't post this online. Keep it in your camera roll. He kind of reminds me of the Joker in that video. July 13th, boat vlog. And I gotta tell you, this sequence you're about to see has more suspense now that we know the what he ended up doing than any horror movie ever made. Just watch this clip. It's insane.
My dreams are a dream of another man.
By the way, he puts his own music in his vlog videos as like the cutscenes. So that's what you're hearing, if you're wondering.
Dream staring at the seam of my sleeve. There's a hole, not a bullet hole, but a glory hole. Purposely sold by some asshole with heart half hole.
Yo, chill, bro. Let me smoke this bowl.
Beers with my gal Sherry, watching a movie, not just any, talking about that Wizard of Oz show. With a tin man lion and a scarecrow. I banged 10 hoes in Mexico. Fully clothed.
So within a 30-second clip, he flashes a gun and he makes believe he's going to stab his dad while retrieving a knife for his dad. And then the rest of the video is kind of just them out on the boat fishing. Nothing too crazy happens. You got 2 more singing videos here, in which one he's wearing a face mask.
Let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
Not bad. It's just the face mask is the weird part, I'd say, on that one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Never got a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
See, this video makes me think, is he crazy or is he just a fun guy? You know, that video could go either way. And approximately exactly 1 month before he committed the gruesome crime, he drops this video, and it's very scary, so let's watch it.
Frost, like, feet.
Yeah. You know how we do, baby.
You already know me, man. You already know me. You can't do anything about it.
Quit being such a pussy. Quit being such a pussy. Hoes and haters around me, always looking. No one will be such a pussy. Quit being such a pussy. Quit being such a pussy. All these hoes and haters, all these hoes and haters, around me. Always quit being such a pussy. Quit being such a pussy. Like, just do it. Quit being a pussy. I don't like when you look naughty. I'm gonna beat your kid. I'm gonna slap your lip off your head. And that's your it. I ain't a pussy. I ain't afraid to look. I ain't afraid of your mom. I ain't afraid of God. I'm a body. I'm a child.
I mean, just the creepiest video I've ever seen. Even if I didn't have the context of what he did, this is still extremely weird. And people in the comments are saying that the blue polo that he's wearing here is the same shirt he was wearing when he committed the crime, which just makes this video even weirder. And just the cannibal mannerisms he's making, it looks like he's, like, you know, eating some, I don't know, it's just weird, man. It's weird. Like, after that video gets uploaded, there's so many chances for the parents to step in here, but that one should have made their skin crawl. Now we're in August. This is August 2nd. We're getting to the final few videos, and he starts speaking only in accents, which is pretty weird.
Hello, fellow lifters. Today I'm going to talk about persistence in weightlifting. This is very important because without persistence...
So he's got the Russian accent in that video. And then in this video, he's got a completely new accent.
In my, like you're sucking in your stomach or something, and blowing out too. You gotta blow out like that. You gotta practice blowing out, sucking in, blowing out, sucking in, alright?
Now at this point, it's 4 videos out, from his final video, and he's doing another accent.
Hello, bros. It's Austy Frosty, man, and are themselves. And they found out what worked for them. They went through the trial and error. They did their research. But you gotta find your way too, man. You gotta learn for yourself. You can't.
So he's being like a surfer dude in that video. In this video, I don't even know what kind of character he's playing here, but it's pretty weird.
Hello. Hi guys. Well, I just wanted to say that I think the best exercise for your chest muscles would probably be the bench press. Like, I just want to fucking say that, and like, anybody who disagrees is such an asshole.
And somebody's driving. You know, he's doing that while somebody's sitting next to him driving. And I guess the person driving did not think this was weird at all. There's just so many chances to have stopped this person and gotten him help. It's unbelievable. And these are his final 2 videos. In this video, I believe he does an accent as well.
What's up, guys? Pulling a little Jason Genova, driving while talking. I don't want to, you know? I don't feel like it'd be beneficial for me to do steroids, you know? It just wouldn't, because it damages my health.
And in the final video, after having different accents, playing different characters in every video, it's a little bit chilling because he doesn't do any accents. And he's very calm, and he doesn't seem like any of the previous videos.
What's up, guys? I just want to let you know that...
By the way, he posted this just 4 days before the thing that he did.
I came to a realization of something. I no longer want to follow Arnold or any other bodybuilder. I want to follow myself, you know? I want to actually believe in myself. I want to learn from other things, other people, other bodybuilders and stuff. But I just know that they're not me, you know? I know what's right for me. I don't need drugs. I know that they can change me. But the thing is, that's not being healthy, you know? Being healthy is what's natural, you know? What comes natural to you? Do you think steroids are natural? Who knows, you know? Who knows? You think steroids would be beneficial? Who knows? But for me, I know that I don't know, but I think that steroids really aren't for me. Honestly. I used to think that I needed steroids to be a bodybuilder, to be this thing, to be this symbol, to be this lie, you know? All I need is really just to learn from everything. I'm learning from all the protein companies. I'm learning from all the bodybuilders, you know? I'm learning what did they do wrong. I'm learning where did they go wrong, you know? What do I think they did wrong? We're all the same, though. Peace out. Peace.
So he's super calm there, almost as if he's accepted something. you know, that he's going to do something, or I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but he does also talk about steroids a lot. So I don't know if he did steroids at one point and then he stopped and maybe he messed up his hormones. Did that contribute to what he ultimately ended up doing? Maybe. Hindsight is 2020. But it is wild that people managed to miss all of these signs, including the YouTube channel. And this whole incident, it's super sad for all the victims, the families of the victims. It's a terribly tragic incident. And if you made it this far, I'll say this. If you see somebody, family, or a friend who seems like they're suddenly acting different, whether they halt communication with everybody, whether they're making weird posts on social media, or anything super unusual, maybe check on them. Help them get some help. Because the worst thing that can really happen is now they know that somebody cares about them. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.